Hey there.
Ruby Wild.
How's it going?
Good, how you doing? You're an escort from Brisbane, Queensland, correct? Queensland.
Yeah.
Is that part of Australia or is that its own country?
Look, I make my own country. No, really, it's not. It's part of Australia.
Okay, that's what I didn't know. I didn't know Queensland was like separate.
No, it's a state. It's the Sunshine State.
Oh, like California.
Florida.
Yeah, kinda. Where all the cool and groovy people live.
It's where it's happening. Where it is happening.
Yeah, look, you guys come visit. I'll show you around.
I don't know. You got those dangerous beaches over there. Like everything kills you on those beaches.
I'd love to go to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slambo wants to fight.
I'd fight a blue ring octopus.
What? For Ruby. Would you fight a blue ring octopus for Ruby?
Yeah, I mean, I got nothing else better to do.
You are honorable, Slambo.
Guy, have you seen how big they are?
I haven't.
He's fought him
They're
before.
little tiny. They're little tiny.
Oh, they're not. There's nothing to impress. Oh, she's not impressed with you, Slambo. You're not winning.
They're just really poisonous.
I actually thought they were like these gigantic like octopus.
You
No,
can
it's
just,
really just a.
I thought it
it off
was
you. Oh.
a kraken.
Well, you don't want it to sting you.
Oh, fuck. You've lost me on this, Slambo.
I don't know. Maybe there's some radioactive giant one. I'd fight that.
Ruby, how long have you been an escort for?
About 4 years.
What how did you get into that? Like were you working another job and just like fed up?
Well, yeah, I was a nurse, so that was kind of my progression across to the fine world that I work in now. But it's not much different. So I started nursing long time ago, and yeah, left the industry, was sick of night shift and all of that kind of stuff, and did massage course, and someone said, hey, have you thought about doing erotic massage? I was like, no. Then, yeah, it just kind of happened. I went and tried out at a place where you could do that and stood outside for about an hour, then went inside and, cracked the seal, so to speak, and here we are.
And I see you specialize in girlfriend experience, tantra, and kink. What does tantric sex involve? Is that like a state of mental, like readiness?
Yeah, it's like sexual meditation, for want of a better word. It's instead of being frictional and fast and porn star, it's about slowing right down and feeling the real subtlety. So, dialing it right back and going back to the real essence of it, and then building on it from there. And you can have experiences that are outside of your body. Sounds very woo, but you can. And you don't need to for a guy, you don't need to have a hard on even to have sex.
Wow. How do you learn that? Like, is that something you need to take classes on? Like, how would you study that?
People go and do courses. There's no governing body as such to it. It's not like you go to uni or university or college or anything. But you can go and do courses, and a lot of it kind of comes out of India and stuff, which is neo-tantra, which is the new kind of tantra since the 60s. But tantra's been around for like 6,000 years.
Yeah,
so it was the thing that the monks did.
Yeah, it's in the ancient Hindu scripts.
Yeah.
I'm sitting next to our intern, and when you're talking about the tantra sex, he's like, yeah, like he knows all about this. Apparently, apparently he's an expert.
I haven't done it, but I've read little bit about it.
A little bit here and there.
Little tiny bit.
He's a red man. He's a well-read man.
Well, it's a practice, and that the principle behind it is Taoist. So it's right back from, like, as I say, that it's 6,000 years old. But the new kind of tantra that everyone kind of goes, oh, I'm tantric, that's more neo-tantra. That's about connecting with another for sexuality. But you can use tantra in your daily principles. It's just about the energy in your body being masculine and feminine and being balanced.
Wow. How do you connect?
It's very nice.
Yeah. How do you connect with your clients? Is there like a pre-interview? Like, how does that work?
A lot of people come from online, and especially for tantra stuff, I always need to have conversations with them, because it is that, what is it, and am I going to have 50 million ejaculations, and will we have to scrape me off the ceiling and all of that, it's just not real. So there's a little bit of question and answering that goes on first, just to see if I match what they're looking for.
That's
because,
what I was wondering.
as you can imagine, it's quite bastardized. Like, there's lots of people going, oh yeah, I do it, and I do this, and I do that, and I do prostate massage. It's like, it's not prostate massage. It's just not. So you can do that to yourself, and I'll teach you how to do the breathing.
You want to teach Slambo? He's
I
ready.
don't no, I don't. Nothing in the asshole. Nothing. Doesn't go in the asshole.
Nothing for you.
Not in the asshole.
We've gone from blue ringed octopuses to assholes in like seconds.
He's a very interesting man. He needs to make a dating site profile that just says
that's the headline. Blue Ring Octopus to asshole.
I fight blue ring octopuses, but nothing in the asshole. Especially not the blue ring octopus itself.
Nah, not that stinger, bro. But, Ruby, I wanted to ask too, what are your favorite fetishes? And are there any that you don't do?
Oh, God. Anytime that anyone mentions anything about kids, like, it has to be said that that one's going to the cops.
Yes.
That's a no-go. But, I'm pretty open as far as people's things, because it's pretend. It is all pretend when you're in that kind of situation. And fetish stuff that I really like all the kind of chokey stuff. The sounds bizarre, but all of that kind of forceful, but not don't hurt me.
Did you say turkey
That's
stuffer?
what I was just about to ask.
What did you say?
Did you say turkey stuffer?
No, I said choking.
Oh, choking.
I
Okay.
thought you said turkey
The connection
too.
Cut out for a second. I thought I heard turkey stuffer. I thought that was like another fetish, like on its own.
Turkey stuffing.
Only in America they do turkey stuffers. They don't do turkey stuffers in Australia.
I don't think turkeys.
We need to upload videos on Pornhub of Slambo stuffing a turkey.
Get the fuck in there! Butterball!
Again, I want to go with the Blue Ringed Octopus conversation right there.
Would you stuff a turkey with a blue ring octopus, Slam?
Well, look, I wouldn't want to eat it.
I don't know if they're tasty. If you maybe you deep fry them.
If you remove the poison sac.
Yeah, you take it's like calamari, man.
I don't know if calamari and turkey works, but well, you guys test it and let me know.
On Pornhub, anything works.
On Slambo's profile, it all works. It all works. Ruby, I wanted to ask too, do you use Night Flirt to connect with people, or are you not on there at all?
No, it's not really a thing here.
Okay.
In Oz. We have staff, like, you can do online lots of things here, but Australia is a bit backward. And, we don't have so much of that. It's more, escort sites, or some girls do camming and stuff, but, no, it's not here.
And what I saw on your site and your profile, you say you do tours. What are those? Is that like I know here they have like expedition type things, like sex, like expos. Do they have that kind of thing, or what does that involve?
Yeah, I mean, we have Sexpo here, but touring is just going to another place and working. So I work in Brisbane as my base city, but I also tour to Canberra, Melbourne, Sydney, wherever. The laws here are different in every state, so it makes it difficult. You need to advertise differently. You need to talk about your product differently. You need to have different photos in every city, and there's lots of different rules everywhere you go here.
Wow, that's like here. I think only, and not even all of Nevada, but only in Las Vegas is prostitution legal.
Yeah, Nevada and Las Vegas, yeah.
But yeah.
So how do girls get around it? Because obviously people work all over the place.
I think airports and like
also a lot of strip clubs will illegally, like they have what they call it the VIP room, and they will do it.
Then they will offer, right?
And it's only like not all of them will do it, so it's kind of you got to they figure out which ones do it. I had to do a PI sting in a.
He used to go undercover at a strip club, Ruby.
Yeah,
with his dad. Believe it or not, like that's some crazy family.
That was kind of. It was bad.
It was a hard job too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So
it's difficult.
Ruby,
someone's got to do it.
I'm curious, like when you go like touring, I don't know why, but you say touring and I think of like a band, and usually like you want to go see your favorite band. So are there people that will come out and see you when you're completely like away from where they are?
Like regulars in the you're saying people travel for
people like travel for you.
Well, sometimes, like if someone has a business and they travel about anyway, and they're going to be, and I say, I'm going to be in Sydney, and they're like, oh, well, I could probably swing by. Sure, why not? So, yes, I have groupies.
That's awesome.
It is awesome. It is awesome.
Well, I know. I said we touch on it, but you messaged me last week about the FOSTA bill, and I tried reading up on it last night, and it fucking made my head spin. There was so much, but in a nutshell, it's like sites like Craigslist not allowing like listings anymore for like sexual acts. Correct?
Yeah, so there'll be no more personal ads. Craigslist have had to remove their personal ads. Reddit have had to remove anything that's sex work focused. Any forum that's sex work, anything is sugar daddy or sugar baby or anything like that. So they've had to remove.
Okay.
City Vibe's gone. TER had to, or TER, however you say that, has removed its ads, and Verify Him has removed all of its newsfeed. That's just the kind of starter because of what's affecting you guys. It's not really affecting us yet, but I do know we have Backpage here, and that has it was charging for advertising, and I've just noticed yesterday when I was doing a little bit of reading up for today that it's now free.
It's now free?
It's free. Yeah, it's free again, which it was like a while ago.
Okay.
But so that's kind of what's been happening here. But like the whole SESTA or FOSTA is basically to Stop Enabling Sex Trafficking Act. That's what it was designed for. It's
going to force women back on the street, though, correct? Like in a more dangerous
that's
predicament.
The talk, yeah.
In essence, it's just banning the ability to plan these things through the internet.
Yeah.
That's all it's doing, yeah.
Which is safer, I feel. That's a safer way to go about it.
It kind of is, but I think the issue is more that it's causing it to be more unsafe, really, for sex workers because there's no places where people can report or screen their clients. So if you've had a bad client, where do you put that now if those forums are closed? And then that guy who's hurt escorts before then has the opportunity to go back out there and do it all again because he's not flagged anywhere.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah. So is this something that was passed like in the U.S. and is it able to be undone? Do you know?
I don't think so. I think they're kind of looking at how they can. It's been passed, and then what will happen from now is will it actually. What will be the ripple effect? I don't think it'll go away. And people are saying it's unconstitutional and all of that kind of stuff. And then there's more. It's going to affect things more than just girls who are working in the industry. There'll be people who write in the industry, because the algorithms that have been set to pick up the words that are going to tell them that sex trafficking is going on, those are not people, they're robots. So you can be an erotic writer and have written a whole heap of stuff, and it's now going to get siphoned through, and there goes your livelihood.
Wow.
Or for porn as well, that's another one, because it's going I was reading somewhere where there's a heap of people that have put all this stuff up that Google, it locked out all the videos on Drive, and that's where a lot of the porn stuff's gone. So
wow.
Yeah,
so
it's a ripple effect, I guess.
Yeah.
So it makes it so you can't even talk about
certain or sexual,
like on the internet, like you can't talk about like your job, like, or like what you do, or like any meeting you have, or what went down. Like you can't even like talk about it at all on the internet. That's basically what this does.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
That's the way it's going. And so, I mean, there's been sites that have popped up that are saying, oh, look, we're not, our computers are not run in the US, we're in Australia, so we can get away with it.
That's what I was going to say. I wonder if that's going to pop up where, certain sites will get away with it. Because what I thought I saw too is that if anybody, what it comes down to is like, if somebody gets murdered through one of these encounters, it would be the website's responsibility, correct? I thought that's what I saw.
Well, yeah, kind of, but I think that the key focus was that all of this was supposed to stop sex trafficking. Now, if it was happening on the internet, you've just driven them underground anyway.
See, that's
so now the feds aren't going to be able to find them.
That's complete BS, because especially if they hold the website accountable for some like
for something
piece of shit,
That's what I mean. Yeah, that could happen on any given day. Any given day, in any situation, something could go wrong.
Yeah.
So
you can't stop like a Ted Bundy from like getting a lot of,
Yeah. So my question is then, would it eventually affect dating sites as well?
That's what I thought of too. With like, what's the one you swipe on?
Like Tinder, or even something as simple as Plenty of Fish, or
yes.
Probably. I mean, if it's going to go as far as the website's accountable for what happens, the shit happens to people all the time, as you just said. So, thank you. Yeah, but I don't really know at this stage. All I can tell you is kind of what I've read, which is kind of what you've read too, really.
Yeah.
The whole, I was looking again, doing my little bit of research, and I was reading some study that had been done by by university that was saying that when these ads all went up originally, and sex workers were allowed to advertise and be up on Craigslist with personal ads and stuff, the acts of violence against girls who worked in the industry dropped by like 17%, because they were being held accountable. It was a thing that it kind of opened it up so they didn't have to run around and be dodgy buggers behind the scenes. So I don't know. It's not going to stop sex trafficking. It's going to drive it more underground, and sex workers will be exploited because they're more at the mercy of punters now. And even in Australia, I saw on Twitter yesterday, one of the sites was saying, are you going to drop your rates so that you are still going to get work? Because there are people who are just going to be manipulating that and going, well, you can't advertise anywhere, so I'll pay you $100 instead of $200 or whatever,
Yeah. Wow. That's crazy. Crazy.
It
is. Wow. What
So yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't. It's something that can't stick, or that they can't really monitor as they.
It almost sounds like it would eventually spread out to a point where it would just, in order for it to work, it would have to block internet communication altogether. Like social media would have to be wiped out.
They're working. They're working.
Like it almost seems like that's like a cog in the machine.
Like, why would they move away from communication? Like,
well, I would think they want to, not that they move away from it, but that they want to control it, more like they want a tighter grip on everything.
What's that other crap? The web neutrality, kind of along with that.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like they want to control what you see and what
that should be resisted at all turns.
Yeah, yeah.
It's almost like a stepping stone to more controls, I guess, as Slambo put it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, I think it's very much that's the way it's going. Their branding on it is this is to stop sex trafficking, and you know that is a shit thing, and it definitely should be stopped.
Yes.
But the ripple effect of this is much bigger.
Yeah, and that, I mean, in doing, you know, if you get into like conspiracies and stuff, usually that's, if you believe in any conspiracies, that's what they'll do, is they'll trick you into thinking, no, this is a good thing, we're stopping all these bad things. And then eventually you accept it, and then it becomes, oh, well, now we're going to, you know, stop this, and now we're going to stop this.
It's not even a conspiracy. What you do is you have these idiots that think it's going to, like, make things better.
Well, yeah, that's it, though.
And then people take advantage of it.
Or they piggyback it on another bill.
Yeah.
I know a lot of times
They
people with these,
piggyback it.
like, yeah, if you vote for this, whatever, this thing you can't vote against, like, also on the back of that bill is some propaganda, something that they want
people will give up security for, like, a little bit more.
Safety, so
they'll give up freedom for more security.
Once they take a right, they keep going, and you just keep taking.
You give them an inch, they'll walk a mile.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to.
It's like you and your octopus garden.
Exactly.
Your octopus garden.
My tank full of blue ring octopuses.
Eventually, this is all leading up just to stop Slambo from fighting blue ring octopuses.
Oh, no, I think he's running it. I think it's him and his octopi. I think they're spitting out spores.
They are my minions.
But the other thing it'll do is it's not going to give you any data that is going to be able to be actually counted, because it's pushing all of the things. The traffickers will go over there, the sex workers will go over there, and then they'll go, oh, look, we changed everything and it's been so great because everyone disappeared.
I was going to say, too, is it going to force people to go out of the country for things like, or that kind of thing? Like, are people going to be going to South America more because it's I don't know.
Well, it'll probably increase sexually transmitted diseases, too, if you want to go that far.
Yeah.
The place I used to PI
Frequents?
at?
Yes.
PI? No, PI at. I don't frequent it.
PI.
He's not into stuff like that.
The guy would bring girls from like South America up there. It was
so that's like
there was something shady going on.
Yeah,
no doubt.
And you didn't stop it?
I thought you were supposed to be
I thought you were supposed to be
the detective that was stopping it.
Well, that's not what we were paid to do.
The octopus whisperer.
You were backing the wrong horse, my friend.
Well, I should have just dropped octopuses into everybody's drink. That's
a lot of octopus.
I know. A lot of octopi in this.
Octopussy. That's like a James Bond movie, right? Yeah, that's.
So Ruby, what did you talk to Rob and Slim about? Octopuses.
Yeah.
The octopus just doesn't go.
Do you know we've got lots of dangerous things over and above octopus?
What about
this? You don't want, like, Slambo's given Australia a bad name. The people are to be like, oh, they just got dangerous octopuses.
I think that's why Australia's fucking cool, to tell you the truth.
What is it? Is
it just an octopus at like every beach you go to? If they're not everywhere, and you've got to watch out for the octopus. It's not quite like that. But look, we've got lots of things that will kill you, and I've lived here my whole life, and I'm not dead. So
yeah, that's true.
The funnel web spider.
You guys are getting close to winter, right, Ruby over there?
Oh yeah, but we don't get winter in where I live in Brisbane. It's like not, and I leave. I go overseas for winter, so I chase the sun.
I like that. That's cool.
Wish I could do that.
Yeah. He can't. None of us can.
You can. You just have to become an escort.
Yeah.
Would you, Slambo?
No.
Come on. You should tour with Ruby as like her servant.
Ooh.
You should be in like a ball and gag and be Ruby's like servant. An octopus.
Get a box for you.
Get me a gimp mask.
Ruby, I can't believe it. It's at the end, and thank you so much for talking to us. You are
It was
amazing.
super fun.
Where can everybody find you?
On Twitter.
And that's Ruby Wild?
That's me.
All right. Thank you so much, Ruby.
Thanks, guys. Have a good day.
You
Take
too,
care,
Ruby.
Good one.